This place where I'm shooting today is one of those cleared places. Entire the biodiversity of native biodiversity has been clear felled a couple of times at least. Finally, some acacias have come, and then secondary growth has started. Secondary or tertiary, whatever it is. And here I came across this beautiful old tree. Old means dead tree, which has this fantastic some kind of a moss, I think it is. So while we are looking at it, I'll explain a little bit about the importance of these dead trees. Often uh, people think that once a tree is old, it can be cut and got rid of. And dead trees also are considered as something to be cleared. However, these dead trees are very, very important. Dead branches, dead trees, as far as the forests are concerned, I mean the environment is concerned, because it is supporting numerous life forms like many of these fungus and then these mushrooms, and they all need these trees to survive. They help to decompose the whole uh, do that carbon cycle and all that. Then these mosses completely under studied the subject, and so they also numerous varieties are there. Just recently I heard some 10 or 20 varieties of them has been discovered around Goa. So I have absolutely no doubt in Karnataka there must be hundreds of them yet to be identified, and this one did look very beautiful at the first sight itself and caught my attention. Then another important thing, these dead trees, they get occupied by lot of specialized insects, and these some of these birds, they need those dead trees to make their nests, the hollow and all that, like woodpeckers and some of the uh, parrots and owls. Then those barbets, lot of species are there. And then this kind of thing, it's in so many insects are there, it's a source of food for these birds also, because they can eat of those insects. And then there's a whole ecology involved in these dead trees. What the hell is that? There are numerous insects that live off these dead and decaying trees, and then it provides hiding places for lots of them, like the scorpions, centipedes, millipedes, and countless tinier bugs and beetles and all. Then also one more thing I noticed, that these mosses, they don't occur on every tree. Certain trees have certain types of mosses, because probably uh, many of them may be quite specific to certain types of trees, because of the chemicals that are there in them and all other nitty-gritty of environmental science. So this one, it's very beautiful and marvelous, and it's a pleasure to behold. Just look at that one dead tree. Someone does the count of the number of species in these dead trees are hosting, it will be mind boggling. And see the perfection of all those little things. I think they're flowering also. Some little protrusions I can see. More in the eastern side it is more, where the morning sun only is coming. All shaking and all will be there in my camera work. I'm sorry for that. This is the best I can do. Also, I have a tendency to swing the camera around too fast and all. I have to somehow train myself on this subject a bit more. So I think I showed the moss nicely. One more last close up we'll have. Ah, look at that. Fantastic. Then I'm going to open one or two of these this bark to see what is there inside. Some types of termites. Even these termites are understudied. So many termites are there. Then you can see some insects, boring insects been there. And even underneath and all, I'm sure there a lot of things are there, but I am not having the courage to do much investigation today. Oh, it was already so fragile that the one touch disturb this ant nest. All eggs are there, and this is a non-biting variety. They just run all over. So this one dead tree is probably supporting a crore of species. Ants, mosses, spiders, all kind of things. And this beautiful moss also is. Yeah. That's about it for today. These scorpions also tend to be here, and there is one praying mantis also here. Okay, that's it.